This is your daily briefing, and you're most welcome to it. Fabrizio Romano on his Here We Go podcast says that Harry Winks is loving life with Antonio Conte. I think that might not be the news that some of us were expecting or hoping for. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is nominated for the Danish FA Player of the Year. I'd say very well deserved. Coming for some curious levels of stick since Conte's arrived. I can't quite work out. His numbers are solid enough. He's just absolutely looking like the same Viking fighter we bought in the first instance. And I'm going to say it again because I say it every time I see his name. I would really like some way for Conte to get him playing for Tottenham like he was for Denmark in the Euros. Conte says that he's not thinking about the January transfer window, so he's settled into life at HOTSPUR away. And he insists there are many games to play before the window opens, and he's still making assessments of players. Yeah, okay. I don't know, maybe he is a member of the Magic Circle and we're going to see Winks and Co. reborn. Yeah. Daily Mail, Conte won't repeat Nuno Espirito Santo's mistake by leaving Harry Kane and the rest of his big guns at home for Spurs' Europa Conference League trip to Mura, as he insists they are taking the competition seriously. For me, I think he's maybe seeking to unite the group, and I don't mean like keep everybody happy in a sort of puerile sense, but just in the respect that you can only start to split your squad once it kind of organically has fallen and come out into two distinct layers, if you like, two opposite groups of players, those that are definitely first team picks and those that hopefully are fighting to get in to that starting 11. I also suspect that he wants to keep them physically on their toes and to make sure that he can squeeze as much game time out of them as he possibly can. And I suspect Antonio's mantra in life is you rest when you are dead. Additionally, this is the third tier of European football and Conte won't want his name associated with failure at this level. Mail again, Juventus to make 50 million January move for Fiorentina superstar Dusan Vlahovic, despite the club's firm 70 million asking price, with Max Allegri's side hoping strikers' willingness to move to Turin will push a deal through. I think this is going to rumble on through the January window and might get resolved in the summer. I don't know, but I there's nothing concrete coming out. Right, we're gonna nip into the business of Poch now, and I've got a little bit to get off my chest. There's noises coming out of France, coming out of Paris, that he wouldn't be missed. I think it's the general sort of census. PSG, it's been nearly a year and he hasn't achieved anything since Vincent Duluc of sports newspaper L'Equipe. Pochettino is not given total control over recruitment, and perhaps more pressing still, the players are more powerful than the coach, says Dulac. They have a direct link to the owner. I think the players, like Pochettino, this is not the problem. It's just that he doesn't have enough power to change things. I take a view the situation is likely to be no different anywhere else. If Poch wants greater control of any club post-COVID, then he needs to buy that club. Nobody has any money, least of all Manchester United, who blew another 10 million getting rid of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Mike Phelan and the rest of the deadbeats that were haunting Old Trafford. I appreciate that Poch has no control about what others say of him, but I would say that perhaps we, all of us, need to stop discussing the situation as if he's some sort of misunderstood genius, and he needs to just start winning silverware. People can talk mostly in an uninformed manner about politics at PSG, but it is the same everywhere. Winning the domestic title in France is what they call in this business a bare minimum, and not reason for the Argentine to be carried aloft through the streets of Paris in a golden chair. Would Poch want Sir Alex in his ear at Old Trafford? It is, after all, something that didn't benefit anybody else. PSG is supposedly an impossible task. Spurs was an impossible task, so what Manchester United will be also. If Poch wants to fanny about on another building project, then sadly for him, he's come into football in a wrong era. Perhaps he should just jack this line of work in entirely and get a job as a window dresser for Lego. The job description in elite football is to win with what we give you. And as I say, this situation has only intensified for everybody after the pandemic. I've got to tell you, for those of you that can't read between the lines, I wish the boy well. I really do. I want him to become settled. I want him to become established, and I want his name to be up there for the right reasons. This whole sort of burden of expectation, and boy, this guy's going to be, the time marches on, and your reputation is the tangible stuff, is what you actually get your hands on. So all about this, he did really well at Southampton, did fantastic at Tottenham, did great at PSG. You got to win stuff. And unfortunately for him, or maybe fortunately, he can focus on what the day job is, nail that, and come out and say, well, I won the league, which isn't the world's greatest league, but it would be a start. I'm not going to knock it at all. But the situation there, the scenario in France, is that they don't look on that and go, wow, it's not like winning the Premier League. They will expect victory in Europe. And I don't mean pulling the odd rabbit out of the hat like Spurs did against Ajax. So, if you duff Real Madrid up or something, that it's nice, it's a pat on the head along the way, but it's not what people came for. And I forgot my prop. I've got a set of steak knives I should have returned to eBay, but I'm going to say it again. First prize, Cadillac Eldorado. Second prize is a set of steak knives. And third prize is you don't work here anymore. Now, yeah, sure, Glengarry, Glen Ross, but that's how it works, kids. Them's the facts. Okay, so we've got a game tonight. I haven't done a plausible 11. I think it's going to be a sort of half and half team, if my spidey senses are tingling correctly. But as I said to you, I think Antonio Conte, make no mistake, will not want his name associated with being spat out of this two-bob tournament. So, expect Tottenham to go out and win. That's it. Good luck. Take care. Keep it Tottenham.